Welcome to this lecture where we're going to be exploring the different number ranges that we can assign to employee identifiers. So when we're going to create a new employee, we require that we assign some sort of a number to that employee so that we can pull that employee up and uniquely identify that employee so that we can access that employee's information such as name, details, descriptions, address, and all those details. So what is the concept of number ranges in SAP? If you're going to work in many modules and even in the HR module, there are many aspects that you can define for number ranges, and these number ranges are very useful. So basically what a number range is, it is a way of sectioning off the numbers that are going to be allowed to you to use for the creation of employee IDs. So say you're going to be allowed a 10-digit number starting at 01 all the way to 9999 and have 10 nines there. So that's sort of the allocation that you can use. And in that case, you can section off, say, 0 to 100 and use that for a specific type of employee. You can use, say, 100 to 1000 for a different type of employee. You can use 1000 to 5000 for a different type of employee and divide up your employees in those sorts of methods. This way, firstly, you can do unique identification of your employees. Secondly, automatically when you assign your employee, if it has a specific number that falls inside a number range, it is going to be automatically associated with whatever condition you have specified for that specific number range. And whatever description you have given for that number range automatically gets tagged upon that employee. Thirdly, what you can do is you can group together the employees which are going to be similar. And all of these ways you can achieve with the creation of number ranges and number range intervals inside the SAP personnel management. So let's come over here. And here we're going to be coming down to our personnel administration. Inside here, we're going to be looking at the basic settings. And inside basic settings, we're going to be looking at maintaining the number range intervals for our personnel numbers. Firstly, we'll be exploring the already existing intervals. So let's come here. And here you can see all of these are having a number. And when we go to assign these, we're going to be using this number to access this table and assign a specific interval range. You can see they go from 1 all the way to 6. And the numbers allowed are going to be from 01 going all the way to 99999 and up till this guy right here. Here we have the current status. So this is going to be the current status here. And you might be thinking, how can we have a 0 status? This just means that we have never used this interval range to create any of our employees. And once we create an employee, it's automatically going to be taking the bottom interval and start adding 1 from that bottom interval, and it's going to start its counter there. Here you can see there's a tab for the external, and basically what this means is this is going to be defined by us. If we say external assignment, it means we want to go ahead and create our own numbers, and usually this is discouraged because what happens is oftentimes you might forget what the previous number was, and also you might skip over a couple numbers and it would just be wastage and it would be a lot of confusion as to what happened to those middle employees. Are they existing? Are they deleted? And all those aspects we don't need to worry about. We're just going to let the computer decide exactly what number should be assigned, and the computer is going to doing that if we don't assign a tick mark inside this external assignment section. So let's come back. And in the previous section, you saw there was no way of editing or changing the information that is already there. Here we're going to be coming down to the intervals, and inside the intervals you can see now the intervals were previously blued out or grayed out, and now all of these are white, meaning we can edit these. So let's just look at a couple of these. We're just going to delete this first one and then just recreate it. So you can delete it this way. Hit save, continue. That was deleted, and this button right here you can add, and we'll just put 01, and we're going to start from all the way from 01 going down to like 1000. I'm going to hit save. Changes were saved, and we left this button on, meaning our computer will be deciding these itself. So here we saw how we can basically define these interval ranges. There's one aspect we've not covered yet, which is the NR status. So here obviously we don't have anything since we have not started working with our interval, and once we start working with it, it's going to assign something like 02 or 01 and start its counting there. So with this, we can end this lecture and let's move on to the next one.